I wanted to go more into depth about the Commander 2017 spoilers and also speculation for what I think could possibly happen with the other 3 decks. Because this time there's only going to be 4. So remember, we're only waiting for 3 more decks to be spoiled. We've already seen the Dragons one, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about that because apparently in the spoilers I had before, I didn't see, but apparently they also spoiled that they were going to have Scion of the Ur-Dragon as a reprint in the Dragon Tribal deck. Just wanted to note that for the future. And also, with the speculations, I think what they're doing now is they're going to go with 4 5-color commander decks. And it would make the most sense because it doesn't follow the color wheel. And they said they stated that in the announcement for Commander 2017. So it only makes sense if they went with 4 5-color decks. Especially now that we know that one of them is definitely going to be 5-color, it kind of would make the other 3 pretty lackluster. Just have like a monocolor, like a Goblin deck, or have 2-color, or even 3-color. If you're doing a one deck that's 5-color, you kind of have to do the other 3 and 5-color. Now, the exciting thing about that is all of the awesome possibilities that opens up. And it made the most sense to me that they would do 5-color, not just with dragons, but with potentially other cool tribes such as allies. I know we had, in Oath of the Gatewatch, we had General Tazri, which was okay, but nothing really special. Don't really see a bunch of ally decks or anything like that in Commander, so it would we could definitely use another 5-color ally commander. It would really help, especially one with a bunch of added support. Because if we saw some brand new 5-color generals for allies, just like we had with the dragons recently, it would definitely help the card pool. Definitely help ideas generation, all that stuff. And potentially we could also see a sliver deck. I know a lot of people are excited with that whole idea that Wizards could be giving us a pre-constructed sliver deck. I don't know what kind of cancer that's going to be, but it's a possibility and can't really rule it out, especially with the 5 colors and all that. And also other tribes that don't already have 5-color commanders. I mean, people have been talking about elementals, and while I think that's not a terrible idea, could also get just 5-color humans in general instead of just the allies. We could get 5-color humans. We could get 5-color wizards, which is another thing. There are wizards in pretty much every color, and while it wouldn't be the most interesting tribe, it would be an option for them. They'd be able to do that. Other than that, I really don't know too many other tribes that could fit well into 5 colors, other than the ones they already have, and of course humans and wizards. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, because I don't really know what the hell they're gonna do other than that. If they're talking about 5-color commanders, slivers probably seems like something that a lot of new players would get into, and it could potentially ruin the format. Having a bunch of pre-constructed decks that are just absolutely busted. I don't know. Hopefully if they decide to do something like that, they don't just completely give us broken cards and make them at least tame in comparison to the other stuff. Even though the Ur-Dragon I don't really think is all that bad. Definitely not something that is going to be easy to build and optimize for new players. There might be a little bit of a learning curve as far as that deck goes, especially when talking about the land base. A lot of people, are excited for 5-color commanders, but what they don't understand is that it is really expensive trying to get your land base optimized, and that's even without considering dual lands, the original dual lands. But of course you have to get the shocks. You have to use shock lands. You have to. There's just a whole bunch of expensive lands you have to use in order to make your land base consistent. You always want to get your 5 colors there. Anything less than that, and you're not going to have a good time. You're not going to be able to consistently play the same cards you want to. And so that's a problem that a lot of new players may not be aware of when we're talking about 5 colors. And also, you have to have plenty of artifact ramped, and just mana fixing as far as that's concerned. We're talking about the signets, basically maybe even the clue stones. I don't think they're that good though. Yeah, but there's a bunch of colored artifact ramp out there, and you definitely need it if we're gonna head into the 5 color zone, especially going from 4 color. I mean, I think we should be pretty well prepared for that. But again, just being prepared if they don't give us 4 or 5 color commanders. Other options, I definitely don't want to see goblins or elves because that's been done to death. We don't need that. We definitely don't need a mono blue deck, especially if it's mono blue wizards, because from experience I know they are incredibly busted and they already have a pretty good commander anyway. But I think they need to go into definitely to the multicolored realm with this time around, especially since a lot of the tribal decks we already have are monocolored. Definitely be a lot more interesting. They're probably going to sell a lot more if people feel like they're getting a different product and not just, a little expansion onto something they already have. Which is kind of how I feel with the 5 color dragon deck. We already have 5 color dragons, so they're kind of just adding onto something we already have. So I hope that's not the same case with a lot of other good tribal ideas. We could get spirits, 5 color spirits. That's another option. Almost skipped my mind there. We have a bunch. We have from the Kamigawa block. We have a bunch of spirits from there. Obviously, coming from the Shadows block, we have some spirit support there too. Who knows? I wouldn't be too excited for that. I'm definitely more of an ally type of guy when it comes to 5 colors. And of course, there's also the board wipe tribal deck for Child of Alara, but I don't think they're gonna do anything like that. That's kind of a little off the wall, but they're definitely gonna stick in the creature realm. As far as reprints and what they could potentially reprint, we're talking like Urza's Incubator again. Probably gonna get another reprint. Also, I was thinking maybe the mana doublers like Cage Sun or Gauntlet of Power. Those were definitely going to get reprinted until the 5 color announcement we got. But I really think that if you see anything that has to do with any tribe, regardless of what colors it is, definitely hold on to it because it might go up in price. I mean, if you think about a lot of the cards that shot up after Commander 2016, it doesn't hurt to be prepared. So hold on to anything you could think would be associated with 5 color tribal. That's definitely going to get hot pretty soon. If you have any good dragons, hold on to those, because a lot of people are going to be looking for those cards, even if it's just good trade bait. Definitely, if you want to sell something, hold on to it. Wait for August when it actually comes out, and you should be golden then. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more good content, and thank you for watching.